Urbex Hill, you've got me again. YouTuber Urbex Hill has found himself in maybe the most danger he's been in for a while, or recently, or even in all of his videos. Searching these places isn't exactly safe. It's never going to be safe. There's always something dangerous in there. But this night he almost got shot. As in, there were literal gunshots behind him in the location he was just at. He's already searched this location before, and there's a popular clip from it. But it's a school in Cleveland, Ohio, and there's nothing new. I mean, it's just vandalism, broken glass. You can tell that people have been living there, or some people are taking refuge there. Nothing really new to report there. And as I said, this location he's been to has a popular clip from it, and it has to do with him going into this room that actually has a paper sign that says that he shouldn't be going in there. It's not for anybody else to go into. And the first time he went in there, he was confronted by somebody who looked like they were sleeping in there or something. It's a chair, a table, behind a closed door, and then to the side of it is a curtain with something else in front of it. It looks like somebody is living in there, and that's their home. The first time he opened it, he got spooked because there was somebody behind it, and he left. Well, this time nothing was there. I mean all the stuff was there. The signs of somebody living there was still existent, but upon opening the curtain, it's revealed that there's nobody in there at this time. And to me, after getting scared the first time, you would think that he wouldn't have the will to try it again. But this guy, he's got a lot of courage, because he does this for a living, so you have to do what you have to do. And as I've talked about, and other YouTube videos have talked about, there's always someone hiding in the darkness in these locations. The fear is that there's people amongst you and you just don't know it. And running into these people can be very scary. As you can see in this video, and as you can see in my other video that I did. But these people that go to these locations and live in here, they hide in the darkness. They know this place, they know the building, they live in it, they know it inside and out, some of them. They know where they're going even when it's pure dark. Some of them don't have any lights, and they just hide in the darkness. Some of them literally make their way through this whole building without flashlights. And why that's so important is because during the last clips of Urbex Hill's videos, he tends to go back to his footage and kind of just look through stuff more slowly, more gradually, and sees if he can see something else. And more often than not, he finds something else. There's always something else hiding in the darkness. There are two instances in this video that he shows. One being, it looks like some sort of bathroom that he passes by. And I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. Definitely did not notice it until he showed the slow down clips of somebody hanging out in the bathroom. Or whatever they're doing. I believe it's a bathroom. But you just see their feet. And that just shows that there are other people just hanging out in these areas that he's casually walking through. And then the second, which is the biggest one for multiple reasons. One is because he doesn't even notice him, and he's pretty close to him. I mean, he's in front of him. He doesn't notice him in the darkness. But he does realize while editing the video that it's actually the guy that he had stumbled upon when he opened up that door and the curtain in the previous video. And that just shows you that this guy, this is his domain. This is where this guy lives. He doesn't need a flashlight to get through that place. He knows the nooks and crannies, where to hide. And he has set up camp there and has a permanent residence, because that is his place. And for him to survive there amongst other people, that means that people know of him there and they leave him alone. Not that he leaves them alone. That is his house. And my biggest thing about him going back and editing and seeing all these things is how much is maybe going on behind him as he's leaving locations, walking upstairs. If I were him, I'd be looking behind me a lot more often. That's one thing that I don't notice, and maybe it's because his head moves and maybe the camera doesn't move towards the direction that he's always looking at. But he needs to look behind him more often, because the likelihood of somebody following him or being in the locations that he was just at or peeking behind where he just was and looking out at him is pretty high. So, again, if this were me, and I'm not him because, again, I wouldn't be doing this. But if I were him, I would maybe stick a GoPro on my back and see exactly what's happening behind me. Because even if you have your head on a swivel the entire time, you're still probably not going to catch something that is constantly looking back there. So if you stuck a GoPro on your back and have a constant view, you could probably catch some things that you would never even notice were there. That would probably be some creepy footage to look through for him, but it'd be great content for us. And then lastly, the big finale to this video are the gunshots. Because upon getting out of the fallout shelter, where he sees that guy that he had seen from a previous video, he's walking out, hears a noise in one direction, shines his light, and then he dims the light because he keeps hearing noise. So he turns and he's going to go towards the stairs, and then he catches a light from someone else, somebody with a flashlight. And one thing that I didn't notice, but he had noticed, is this person holding the flashlight had a weapon. They had a gun. So the first thing he does is what everybody should do, which is he turned and he booked it up the stairs, leaving the situation. Upon booking it and going up the stairs, he hears the gunshots behind him. And for me, I believe that's just warning gunshots saying, get out of here. You don't want to deal with me. I don't really think those were shot at him, but maybe shot just in the general area just to be a warning. Like, get out of this place. This is where I sleep. This is where I live. So that's exactly what Urbex Hill does. He books it out of there, and he gets out alive. I mean, of course, because we're watching the video that he has posted, and he has narrated and everything. But I'm happy you made it out, Urbex Hill. I'm happy that you are still making your videos, because obviously I find these very entertaining, and so do tons and tons of people, as you can tell by your YouTube channel. And thank you for your content. Please keep making more, and I'll keep watching it.